Hey there, and welcome to another episode of Who Am I and Why Am I Here? My name is Dr. Lara Romero, and I'm an angel channeler, intuitive mentor, and an author. And these videos are based off of my book, Living Life on Your Purpose, the Healer's Edition, how to fulfill your purpose without sacrificing yourself. So today we are going to talk about how we can move energy out of our body. It's specifically like entities, okay? And I just want to tell you a little bit about how this came about with me. So I knew I was a healer and I knew that I was able to do things. And there was this one time I went to do a healing program for about 8 people. And there was this person there, like intuitively, I was like, oh man, I don't know what's going on with this guy, but I could tell that there was like not good juju around him. And in my early years, what I would do is I would do an angel message, and then I would go and stand behind the person and put my hands on their shoulder and give them a personal message quietly in their ear. And this person, I did like all the people first, and then this other person that I was kind of leery about, he was sitting there, and I heard this voice like, don't touch him. Don't touch him. But where I was at, I'm like, but I touched everybody else. He's going to think that I don't like. So I touched him, okay, gave him a message. And that night, I came home and I was not able to sleep. Like I would get into like almost the sleep mode, and then something would jerk me awake for months. 4 months. So what happened was whatever was around that guy or that person, I touched him and that energy transferred into me. And I'm saying this because if I didn't experience it, I would not believe that that was possible. But I did experience it. So what I tried to do, I tried to call other healers to help get rid of this entity, whatever it was, like 6 people. They gave me meditations or they tried to get rid of it themselves, and it did not work. And I tell you, I was like 3 months into this of not being able to sleep, and I was at my wit's end. And the last night I was just sitting on my couch downstairs, and I was just sobbing, just crying. I said, I don't know what to do. And I asked my angels, please help me. I don't know what to do. And I got into that place of complete and total surrender. And what came to me was to focus in on my heart and to focus on love. So this is what happens. This is what you can do if you feel like you've got anything attached to you. You focus in on your heart and you feel the essence of unconditional love. And you intend for that to grow. And it grows into every cell of your being, every part of your body, everything around you. And you bring in divine source, you bring in the angels, whatever it is, but the love comes personally from you, from your heart, and you emanate it out. So when I did this, there was this empowerment that I felt, and I told whatever it was to go back to source, to leave, and it did. So the reason why that worked and having other people help me didn't was because when I was asking other people to help me, I felt like I was a victim, and I was in fear, I was in anger, I was in frustration. And those frequencies are what the entities feed off of. So the more fearful I was, the more angry I was, the stronger it got. But when I came to that point of surrender and I had that unconditional love in my body, no matter what, like I didn't know that that was what was going to get rid of it. I just followed direction and said, okay, I'm just going to do this. And then when I felt that, unconditional love, that was a frequency that I was holding. And the entity couldn't be in that frequency anymore. So it had no choice but to leave because it couldn't feed off of anything anymore. And it couldn't, like, it was almost like the light was too bright and it had to leave. And it left, and I felt it. I felt it leave my body after that. And so that's what I wanted to share today, because when we get into this energy work and we're not protected, things like that can happen. And when that happens, it really can wreak havoc on our lives, like it did to me. So I really want you to understand that you are not powerless, that when you hold the frequency of unconditional love, that trumps everything. Everything. Nothing can be in your space but unconditional love. So that's how we do, that's how we get rid of any kind of psychic attack, any kind of entity that is attached to our bodies. And also, this is really cool. If we have like a family function, or if we're going into work where there's chaos and toxicity, we can do that as well before we go in. We fill up our bodies with unconditional love, and then we have this aura of light around us. So anybody that is negative or, toxic, they can't come into your energy field because they don't match that frequency. And then when you emanate that love and that joy, you're going to be receiving more of that love and joy, and you're going to be experiencing much happier existence when you hold that space, when you hold that frequency. So I hope that helps. That really helped me. And I just want to say, if you haven't yet, my book is available on Amazon, Dr. Lara Romero, How to Fulfill Your Purpose Without Sacrificing Yourself, the Healer's Edition. And I hope you get it. And I hope that you're enjoying these videos. And also, I just want to say, if you have any questions about being a light worker, about maybe going forward with your work, or having challenges in any part of your life that pertains to this, please, put the comments in, or, say your questions or your comments in the comments section, and I'll read them, and then I can answer them for you as well. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a beautiful day.